here I thought I was doing a good job of being sneaky. This wasn't the reintroduction I was hoping for. I had something much more fun planned. But either way, it's so lovely to see you, my darling. What's that face for? Don't try to act like you're so unhappy to see me. It doesn't suit you. Oh well, I suppose you always have been a bit of a tease, haven't you? It's one of the things I love about you. Keeps me on my toes, you know? How did I get in? You have a very strange list of priorities, considering this is meant to be our loving reunion, my darling. But that's okay. Curiosity killed the cat after all. Not my darling. At least not yet. And well, to answer your question, it seems a silly little someone forgot to secure the back door again. Oh, come on, darling, from the way you're looking at me, I'd almost suspect you're actually not happy to see me. But that couldn't be true, could it? After all, I took such good care of you. We did everything together. I did everything for you. Protected you from all the nastiness out there. All the way from the first day when we met. In fact, I remember you caring for me as I did you. Eventually. The padlock? Oh, yes. I know you had a padlock. But my sweet, what use is that against me? I can read you like a book. Only 2 tries and I was in. Well, on the first night I snuck in, that is. Since then, first try's the charm. Since then? Well, yes, darling. I'm sure you don't mind, but I've been going in to check on you for the past few weeks or so. After all, you suddenly disappeared. You didn't message me or call me. It was very strange. How could I stay away? Oh. But of course, silly me. I know exactly what that look on your face is about. You know you're in trouble, don't you? At first, I figured your lack of contact was due to you being hurt or ill. I mean, whatever the reason was there to not talk to me. I was so worried about you. I couldn't live with the thought of you being unwell without me. So, one night, I decided to make my way over here. Unannounced. A little surprise for you. With a sweet little love letter and some homemade soup to nurse you back to health. Now, imagine my surprise when I approach your home and I see you through the window. Perfectly fine. Sat in your living room. But not alone. Oh no. Not alone at all. But with another woman. No, darling. I don't want to hear any excuses. And besides, I don't need to hear any. Because we don't need to worry about her anymore. Because I'm here. And well, she isn't. I don't mean anything by that. Just that I hope you realize that if she was the one that truly cared about you like I think you believed, she would be here for you right now, wouldn't she? You haven't heard from her since you last saw her, did you? The last time she was here, sat in your living room, where I usually sit. It's a shame, isn't it? That is, unless maybe there's a reason. Maybe something unfortunate happened to her. No. I didn't do anything, my darling. At least nothing you need to worry your pretty little head about. It's for the best. I promise. Why do you look so stressed? Are you worried about her? Surely not. Why on earth would you be worried about some woman? Some nobody who doesn't even know you. The real you, like I do. I know what you really want. Some girl who thinks she can take my place. And you're worried about her? That's impossible. She couldn't do that even if she was here to try. I'm a little bit hurt that the thought of her well-being's even passed through your mind, when everything you need is right here. I'm stood right here. I'm here to take care of you now. And although you hurt my feelings by leaving me out, maybe you were trying to protect me because you knew that I would get upset. And it took some thinking, but I forgive you for talking to someone else. Okay? Everyone makes mistakes. Although this one was a pretty big mistake. At least on her behalf. She should know what's mine and what's hers. Isn't that right, darling? What are you looking at? The lock. Honey, I told you. The code on that lock was way too easy to guess. Especially if it's someone who knows every perfect little detail about you like I do. Although, I'm sure I'm the only one that does. I may have decided to reset the code for your safety. That's why I was having a little look around in the kitchen. I was trying to find that tiny pin to reset it. And I did. We must just have such a similar way of thinking, darling. Either you didn't hide it very well, or I'm just really good at reading you. And I have a feeling it's the latter, considering It was hid in a tiny little box on top of the fridge, in a place where no one else would think to look. The only difference now with the lock is that it's on the inside. Much nicer, right? Don't you feel more safe in here with me? No scary people from the outside at risk of breaking in. No irrelevant girls coming to visit. Just your favourite girl, here at all times. It's me. Oh, it's so nice to see that look on your face instead of the one from earlier. I can see you accepting it. You know that this is what's best for you, don't you? And you know, more importantly, that that's all I want for you. And on another note, to make you feel even safer and even happier, I've made sure to put the locks on all of the other doors too, before you noticed I was here. So you don't have to worry about any of them. You can sleep soundly at night, knowing that it's just me and you, safe and sound. Doesn't that sound nice? Mm-hmm. Now, darling, you two look exhausted. I understand it must be tiring. All that excitement of seeing me again after such a long time. I have to admit, you shutting me out like that really upset me. But I'm sure it won't happen again, will it? You wouldn't do that to me, would you? After all I do for you, to keep you safe. We're meant to be together. There's no separating that. Now, come with me, darling. I think you need some rest. And when you wake up in the morning, I'll be right there by your side. I'll even make sure to watch your every move while you're sleeping, just in case you have a nightmare, so I can wake you up. Lovely. Oh, I miss this.